Hello and welcome to our first Otter update of the school year. I'm your host, Nadia Carlson.
And I'm also your host, Zaire Miderkawa. How was your summer, Nadia?
Oh, the usual. Sang some songs, visited family. What about you?
My summer was really busy. I went to Chicago, Wisconsin Dells, and even WeFest.
That sounds amazing. I hope you had fun. Right, let's give these otters an update, shall we?
For our first two stories, let's check in on our couple of familiar teachers in new spaces and one brand new teacher in our language art department.
Kai, Lasher, and crew went to check out how the media center will change with our new head librarian. And we got Mrs. Kruger and Mrs. Radswell's takes on their new positions as well.
Hello, this is senior reporter Oriana Magnuson here to interview Miss Radswell, the new 9th grade English and Lit teacher here at Kennedy. Let's see what she's up to today.
So the first question is just the basic. How has being a completely new teacher here at Kennedy been for you?
It's been good. The kids are excitable and engaged, and the staff is delightful, and I love the schedule.
It's nice. And then what's your favorite subject in school?
When I was in school?
Yes.
Definitely Phi-Ed. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay, Phi-Ed was my favorite subject.
Is there a reason why that was your favorite subject?
We all know why. There's no homework. It was delightful.
And then what's your favorite class to teach?
Right now, I'm teaching 9th grade and junior senior comp, and I like them both. But I like junior senior comp. I just like what we're teaching and looking at writing.
Okay. And then what type of things do you do in your junior senior comp class?
Right now we're writing personal narratives, and eventually that'll change. But we are each week we choose a new article, we read it, annotate it, and then we discuss it on Wednesdays. And kids seem to like that, and it's a nice way to engage in a topic and look at good writing.
Okay. And then, are you involved in the community in any way?
Well, I'm not really new to the community. I've taught in Underwood for a long time, but it's nice to be closer to home. I love the art scene here. I'm involved in fabric arts and have enjoyed some of the things that go on here. The library is fabulous. They have so many programs. So I'm just really impressed with all the extra things that this community has.
Okay. And then final question, is there anything special about KSS that sticks to you?
Yeah, the kids are inviting. They seem, not all of course, but seem excited to be here, and they have some voice in what goes on here. It's interesting to hear Mr. Anderson talk about, we changed this because the kids didn't like it, or we changed this because the kids talked about wanting something new. And so I like that as a response to what kids want. Changes are made.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you.
That was my interview with Miss Radswell about her new teaching position here at Kennedy. Thanks for tuning in. Senior reporter Oriana Magnuson signing off.
This is senior reporter Zaire Miderkawa, and today I will be interviewing Mrs. Kruger about her new position here at Kennedy with teaching Art 1, drawing, and pottery. Let's see what she's doing. How did you become an art teacher?
I got my undergraduate degree right out of high school. I studied fine art at MSUM in Moorhead, and painting and drawing was my emphasis. After I graduated from MSUM, I moved to the Twin Cities for a little while and ended up going back to school for my master's in education and landed my first teaching job in North St. Paul at North St. Paul High School, and that was in 2008.
Okay. Next is, what is your favorite subject in school, like when you're a high school student?
Art, obviously, was my favorite subject. Mr. Blondeau was one of my favorite teachers. He was very influential to me. He taught here at Kennedy many years ago.
Okay. Next is, what is your favorite class to teach?
My favorite art class to teach has to be the drawing and the painting classes. I also really enjoy mixed media. I have a lot of pottery classes next trimester and third trimester. Pottery is a little new to me, so I'm actually really excited to start teaching that too.
Fun. Next is there anything else special about KSS that stick here for you?
Yes, I think KSS has a lot of traditions that they stick to, and also a lot of Otter pride. I have taught in some other high schools, and this has to be by far the most prideful high school for their team mascot, so lots of Otter pride.
I got one more, is how else are you involved in the community?
I've been able to be involved in some other art activities in the community. I've taught some classes at the Cadets Gallery and also helped with the mural that is painted at Speece Riverfront as well as the one at the market.
Okay, thank you for allowing us to interview you. That was my interview with Mrs. Kruger about her new position here at Kennedy. Thank you for tuning in. Senior reporter Zara Madorkawa signing off.
Junior reporter Aiden Neubauer here. I think that everyone would agree that the Media Center had a lot of wasted space before Sharney came. Today, I will be interviewing Mr. Scharnberg to see what he plans to do. So, why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Mr. Scharnberg.
So, how's it going?
It's awesome. It's a new position. I'm guessing that's why you're here. And I don't know if I'm in some kind of a honeymoon phase, but I'm absolutely loving it.
That's good. That's good. What do you like about the Media Center?
Well, first of all, I get to spend my days surrounded by books. I get to work with two lovely people, Christy Horgan and Stacy Coley. And I think my favorite part is I get to work with grades 6 through 12 now instead of just 9th through 12th graders. So I really love when the little kids come in and I get to help them find books. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. So, what are some of the changes you've brought to the Media Center?
Well, they're happening slowly, but one big one happened over the summer where we got rid of all those computer stations.
Yeah.
They're now gone. It's freed up a lot of space, and so with that space, I've been working on obtaining quotes for getting some different kinds of furniture, some soft seating, some flexible seating kind of options. I just introduced an Otter's Read program, so everyone go onto our website and check out the Otter's Read program. For you high school students that do it, you'll be able to add a cord to your graduation robes, which might be a fun idea. There'll be some other fun prizes and things along the way too, and an end of the year celebration. So those are a couple of things, and a brand new website. So hopefully it'll be more usable and help kids with studying and research and that kind of thing.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you think the timeline for the main projects to be finished would be?
Oh, well, you know, there's always tons of money in education world. So anyways, as far as the furniture project goes, you'll probably start noticing small changes throughout this school year. And then I'm guessing it'll probably take about a year or two to be able to completely replace all of our furniture.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what are some other issues you've had other than financials?
Issues? There's been no issues yet. Besides just Roy Anderson did so many things and just trying to figure out what are all those things he did. Every day I'm finding out new things that he did for people, and I love that challenge, but also it's big shoes to fill.
It is. It is. Well, great. Thanks for your time.
I appreciate you coming in and asking me questions.
Yeah. What an interesting conversation, Mr. Scharnberg. Thanks for your time. Let's send it back to the hosts.
It sounds like there are some kind new faces and good changes happening in KSS. Speaking of change, the leaves outside are starting to change colors, and nothing says fall like homecoming and Halloween.
I know that's right. Fall is my favorite season. Sweaters, tea, horror movies, cozying up by the fire, and even trick-or-treating. What about you, Zyra?
Fall is also my favorite season because of the beautiful scenery, and the weather is perfect. Not too hot and not too cold. Plus, fall reminds me of homecoming and football games, which are so fun to enjoy with friends.
Senior reporter Brent Sherman here with
Mr. Tilkey.
And today we're going to be interviewing him about the football game. So what did you do to prepare the football team for a game like this?
You know, whenever there's the distraction of homecoming week, it adds a different element. But to prepare a football game, we watch a lot of film, study our opponent, their tendencies, what they do offensively, defensively, identify who their key players are, and hopefully put together a plan that's going to be effective on Friday night.
And how would you say they executed this? Like, were they a little like off topic, you know, like with homecoming and everything, or would you say like a business, just like always locked in?
This week, I would say 95% locked in. There's always going to be a 5% variable there of where distraction, whether it's coaches who have other obligations, players who have things going on throughout the week. But you put all of it together Friday night, I think you could see that the kids had been locked in for most of the week, and they went out and performed pretty well.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much. Keep it rolling, huh?
Oh, my goodness! Isaiah Holmes, an 18-yard touchdown catch with one hand. Oh, my. Let's get another.
Reporter Simon McGovern here with
Chuck Marquette.
What was your take on coronation this year and being homecoming king?
Oh, coronation was so fun. There were some really good acts. I love 30 singing. That man's got the voice of an angel. Dank Boys, it was awesome. Dank Boys, the act of the decade. I tell you what, that was the greatest thing ever. The rest of coronation is super fun. I enjoyed the stories. I'm glad mine wasn't too bad. And then, winning king, it's super fun. I got to go around the community, going to old people's homes, talking to a bunch of new people. I mean, it was super fun, yeah.
What was your highlight of the whole week?
Obviously, it had to be the homecoming football game. I mean, the way we beat Zimmerman and just that kind of vibe. It was fun. Sweet, man.
Yep. Thanks for taking the time to do the interview today, Chuck.
No problem, sir.
We're Brent Sherman here with
Mark Anderson, high school principal.
Wonderful. Thanks for joining us. So, how was the homecoming dance different from last year?
One of the things we did is we heard feedback from the students is that the emergency lights stayed on in the gold gym, which when you're at a dance, you really don't want to have lights on. So the dance over at the rec went really well. It sounds like it had plenty of space. Also, the noise was a little louder than we had expected, but the rec gym has great acoustics, so we wouldn't expect anything less than that.
Absolutely. I think it was wonderful, in my opinion. And how were activities like the parade, powder puff, and Iron Man affected with the weather?
So obviously we had to watch the weather. Mr. Tookie did a wonderful job taking care of that. We knew we had an opening early in the morning, and we wanted to make sure we got powder puff football in, so we switched that and went first, and it worked out just fine. Just at the end, we got a little bit of heavy drizzle, and we were able to move in and do Iron Man in the gym, send kids out to lunch. And then, obviously, we started the parade, and I'd say the last 5 minutes we started to see a little bit more rain, but 95% of the parade was completed by the time we got the rain we saw. So we're excited. We were able to get them all in, even in the football game that night, so I think it was a great homecoming.
It was a wonderful homecoming. Thank you very much. Keep it classy.
Senior reporter here, Paul Carrillo. So today we're going to be interviewing some students in the hallway and asking them some questions about Halloween. Let's go. Senior reporter here, Paul Carrillo with
Alex Hansen.
So Alex, today we're going to be asking you some questions about Halloween. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Alex, first question is, what sport do people gather to watch every weekend?
Football.
That's correct. Okay, now the next question is, what is the natural color of leaves?
Orange and yellow.
Alex Hansen, you are on a roll. Okay, now we're just going to ask you some questions that just rely off of your opinion.
Okay.
All right, so in your opinion, what is the best candy or just Halloween candy?
I would like Reese's peanut butter cups.
I can agree with you there. All right. Now, what is the worst candy in your opinion for Halloween?
Candy corn.
Candy corn.
100% candy corn.
100% candy corn. Senior reporter here, Paul Carrillo with
Jude.
So, Jude, today we're going to be asking you some questions of, just Halloween questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Jude, what sport do people gather to watch every weekend in the fall?
Probably like football.
That's correct. All right, next question. What was Halloween originally called?
I don't know.
The answer is Samhain. All right, now we're going to ask you some new questions, and you just answer them off of your own opinion. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, so in your opinion, what is the worst Halloween candy?
Probably like, definitely like, Snickers. I don't like Snickers.
Really, Snickers?
Yeah.
All right, it's an odd one. It's the first one we've heard. Okay, so in your opinion, what is the best Halloween candy?
Probably like gummy bears.
Yeah, I can agree with you there. It's a good option. Senior reporter here, Paulo Carrillo with
Mason Oland.
So, Mason, today we're going to interview you about Halloween. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mason. The first question is, what sport do people gather to watch every weekend in the fall?
Football.
That's correct. All right, next question is, what is the natural color of leaves?
Brown.
Nope, you're wrong. It's yellow and orange. So Mason, we're gonna be asking you some questions now, and you answer them off your own opinion. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mason. So in your opinion, what is the worst Halloween candy?
As a kid, I always would hate when I would get candy corn. It's horrible.
I can agree with you there. Candy corn is horrible. All right, so now, what do you think is the best Halloween candy?
I would say Sour Patch Kids. As I was a kid and going trick-or-treating, I would always love to get Sour Patch Kids.
I can agree with you there. It's a really good choice. All right, senior reporter Paul Carrillo signing off.
Are you going to dress up for Halloween, Zaira?
I'm thinking of going as Princess Belle. By the way, Nadia, I have a joke. What do you call a girl standing in the middle of a tennis court?
A tennis player?
A net.
Oh, I guess my humor is just a little too good for that. Let's see how all the Annettes are doing dominating the court in girls' tennis.
That's my team.
After that, a story with Never Alone, an important resource for depression and suicide awareness.
Senior reporter here, Quentin Keogh with
Ashton Lowe.
And Jamie Lil.
Today we're going to be asking them questions about the tennis season so far. Ashton, I heard you accomplished 100 career wins. How did you do that?
Yeah, so I give most of that credit to Norm Newell. He's given me lessons since I was 10, so yeah, he's been a lot of it.
And do you have any plans for college?
As of right now, no. I plan to go to M-State, and they don't have a women's tennis team, so I won't there, but possibly after that.
And Miss Lil, what are your expectations for the rest of the year?
Our expectations are, well, we found out our seeding for playoffs today. We are the top seed. So we're going to set the goal that we would like to be the team that moves on to state.
That's awesome. And I heard you played tennis. Tell me about that.
I did play tennis, actually right here. And Derek Abrahams was my high school coach. And he thought I was the easiest person ever to coach. And then I went on and played college tennis at MSU Moorhead and in the NCIS. So I got to play some D2 college and tennis, and it was pretty fun.
All right, well, thank you guys for being here today.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Senior reporter Isaiah Holmes here. We're going to be interviewing some of the players and then also Coach Lil. Let's get into it. Senior reporter Isaiah Holmes here with
Hattie Fullhart.
Ruby Ellison.
We're going to be interviewing them about the tennis year a little bit this year. So I heard you got 75 wins this year. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's been a great year. Have to give it to Norm for the summer stuff that we do. And yeah, all the hard work that our team has put in has definitely contributed towards our success. So
it's good to hear. I heard you also hit 75 wins. Could you also tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, like Ruby said, big shout out to Norm. He does a lot of stuff over the summer. And then Ashton is my doubles partner, and she has accounted for over half of my wins for those 75 wins. So definitely thankful for her because she's played a huge part in that as well.
Good to hear. So what I've been hearing and seeing like online and everything, you guys are having like a great season and everything. Speaking of the season, like what are your guys' thoughts on how you're going to do like this postseason, how far the team can make it?
Yeah, well, so last night we secured the 1 seed for our section, so that was a big win over Becker. We're looking good, potentially looking like playing Sartell, Sauk Rapids Rice, Ricori, kind of in the mix for those teams. Our first playoff match will be Monday already. So that'll be fun, looking good for our team, like I said, and then obviously individuals to come, which will be in Sartell at Stay Fit, which is all indoors.
Sounds good. Senior reporter Isaiah Holmes signing off.
I'm senior reporter Ian Meyer, and today we're going to be asking people at Never Alone some questions. I'm here with
Dana Grunwald.
Now, I have some questions for you. What made you start this organization?
Never Alone was founded after the teen suicides that happened in Fergus, and then one of our local racers had also committed suicide.
All right. How long has Never Alone been going on?
We are about 1.5 years old.
What are you trying to accomplish with Never Alone?
The goal would be to bring awareness to mental health and suicide, and then help kids come together and hang out with each other, talk, get off your phones a little bit, and then do hands-on work. So that's why we race cars. We get to work on them and then race them. And the ending goal for Never Alone would be to have a full feature of them, so 24 cars, and that every kid who wants to be able to race gets to race.
I'm here with Aiden Muckow. All right, we have some questions for you, Aiden Muckow.
Okay.
How long have you been attending Never Alone?
About a year and a half. Been here since about day one, we'll say.
Great. What is your favorite part about Never Alone?
Probably seeing people, and then if we have the cars ready to race the cars on Friday.
All right, my last question and my best question. What is your race day ritual?
So typically, before I go to the racetrack, I take a nice warm shower, and then when I'm in the car and staging, I say a little prayer, and pray to God it sticks. So, yeah.
Grant Simonson. How long have you been attending Never Alone?
I'd say about half a year.
What is your favorite part about Never Alone?
The food.
Now, what is your race day ritual?
Drink a whole can of White Monster and then sit and think.
Got it. What's your name?
Riley.
What's your favorite thing about Never Alone?
Outfit.
That's all from Never Alone. Senior reporter Ian Meyer, checking out. Back to you guys.
I'd just like to say mental health is such an important part of leading a healthy life, and I'm glad so many of our students are physically active as well. That can create a healthy body and mind.
Absolutely, I agree. Taking care of our mental health is just as important as staying physically active. When we balance both, it really helps us feel our best inside and out. It's great to see so many students making healthy choices.
After a good workout, I love to get a luxurious meal to treat myself. Let's check up on our town's fanciest restaurant, Zen's. After that, pay a visit to our newest shop, Bomb Shelter Air Raid, the safest place to get antiques and vinyls.
And also a job profile on Michaela Stish, who works at the county courthouse.
Senior reporter Avea and
Amari
here downtown Fergus Falls to interview the owners of Zen Steak and Seafood.
We're gonna go talk to Daniela and Tom about what it's like to own a restaurant.
What inspired you to open your restaurant?
It's just saw the need in the community. We had done catering in town for 15 years, and we were driving an hour or so to go to a higher end restaurant, so we figured there'd be the need in the community. Just kind of fill the niche.
What were the biggest challenges in launching your business?
Getting the space, contractors, getting all the equipment, passing all the state laws that you have to do in order to open a restaurant. So there's a lot of hoops to jump through to get a place open.
What was your first job in the food industry?
I started as a line cook in St. Cloud at an Embers restaurant doing breakfast. That was almost 30 years ago. So,
how do you manage your supply chain and deal with rising costs of supplies?
It's kind of I get all the raw materials in, like the whole steak, just our whole loins, and cut them down to steaks myself because it's way cheaper to do it that way. I make everything from scratch, and that way, because it's way more expensive to buy it pre-made than to just make it yourself. It's a lot more work for me, but it's a better product, and it saves a lot of cost.
And last question is, what are some of your best-selling dishes?
We sell equally. Most of the time we sell mostly surf and turf. So you're going to have steak and a seafood with it. And so it ends up being, everything sells pretty equally around here. But mostly, we're known for seafood and for good steaks. So, and we do sell prime rib. So all in all, it's pretty much everything on the menu is, if it didn't sell well enough, I'd take it off the menu. So.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting us interview you.
Yeah. No, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And that was our interview with Daniela and Tom Zenz about owning a restaurant.
Senior reporter Amari and Avea signing off.
Junior reporter Ryan Amon, and I'm here at the courthouse today to interview Michaela. Hi, junior reporter Ryan Amon here with
Michaela Stish.
And today I'm going to be interviewing her on what she does here at the courthouse. So what's one of your jobs here?
I am a judicial unit paralegal for the 7th Judicial District, and I work with the Honorable Judge Jonathan Judd.
Interesting. What made you want to do this job?
I've always had a passion for law and making sure justice is served correctly throughout the United States, and my mom was in law, so I just got really interested in it when I was young.
Oh, cool. What do you do here on a normal basis?
So my day-to-day basis, what I do is I analyze case law. I write briefs for the judge. I help the judge make some pretty important decisions with cases. I have to talk with attorneys on a daily basis, and I do a lot of writing.
That sounds very boring. Not boring, but that sounds like a lot of work. What are some struggles you think you have from this job?
The struggles would be the caseload. So each judge, it doesn't matter how many cases you have, you get cases. So when you have, like, let's just say family law, you can have 150 cases and they don't stop. Or if you have like criminal defendants, you can have over 200 cases you've got to hear in a day. Not in a day, like just in a period of time. So it just doesn't stop. So the struggle would just kind of be trying to get a lot of your cases done in a timely manner.
Yeah, how long does it usually take you to get these cases done?
If we want to go in the criminal realm, I would say it takes up to about 6 months to a year to like close your case from start to finish. For family law, I've seen it. I can see a case go for a year. I've seen a couple go for 3 years. It really just kind of depends on what the circumstances are for each case.
That sounds like a lot of work. What makes you love this job?
I have a really strong passion for law, and like I said earlier, making sure justice is served correctly. I think every person has a right to be treated like a human, even in the criminal world. I mean, just because you did something per se bad doesn't mean that you're not a human. We all make mistakes, so I really have a strong passion for making sure justice is served in an appropriate manner.
Yeah. How long did you have to go to school to have this job?
So I went to Boise State University for 4 years, and so I have a bachelor's in criminal justice. There's a lot of programs out there that you can just go for 2 years. Rasmussen University out of Fargo, you can go and get your 2-year associates in paralegal studies, or you can go and get your bachelor's in criminal justice with an emphasis in paralegal studies. So it really just depends. I would say if you want to work for a judicial branch, you would need a 4-year degree, or vice versa. You could do your 2-year and have about, I would say, 5 to 10 years experience working as a paralegal.
That sounds like a lot of school. Well, there you have it. That's what Michaela does here at the courthouse. Ryan Amon, junior reporter, signing out.
Senior reporter Jackson Schmitz, and I'm going to be interviewing the owners of Air Raid Antiques and Bomb Shelter Records. Senior reporter Jackson Schmitz here with
Tyler Mertz,
and he's going to be telling us a bit about Bomb Shelter Air Raid Antiques. So when did the store first open?
May 4th, 2024.
All right, and what is the most popular item?
Right now, I would say it's CDs.
Okay. What do you usually sell?
Oh, CDs, records, cassettes, anything music related, along with military and general antiques.
All right. And what is your favorite part of the store?
Oh, I would say customers with really great music taste.
All right. And finally, what are your hours?
We are open Friday through Monday, 10 to 6.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And that was the interview. I recommend coming here if you're looking for CDs, cassettes, records, and antiques. I'm senior reporter Jackson Schmitz, and that was Air Raid Antiques and Bomb Shelter Records. Back to you guys.
Nice work, everyone. It's easy to forget that even a small town like ours has such unique places to visit and career opportunities.
It shows that no matter where we live, there's always something special to discover and great chances to grow right here at home. Until next time, keep it classy, KSS.